Hi, Royal Ones. This is Miss Gigi coming at you again with another juicy episode. Let's get straight into it. Let's talk about how do I recognize my soulmate? And that's deep right there. Your soulmate compliments you, not insults you. Your soulmate understands you and meets your needs without struggle. They meet your needs on a mental, emotional, sexually, and spiritual level. Ways that you cannot see. It's in your soul. When you see your husband or your wife and they walk into a room, you can always feel their vibes from across the room, and you can always read their mind. It's called like couple ESP. It's always like they always say, "Oh, it's something you can't explain." That's a soulmate, and this is something. And this is when people can easily finish your sentences. When you say, "I can finish your sentence," I don't even know. I just know you. How I know this person stimulates you on an intellectual level. This person can help meet your needs. God will send you the right lover to love you and marry you, to help you. That's why God said it's not good for man to be alone. This is where people mess up, because they see this person, they got house and they got cars and a good job, and they see this person, they try to use this person. And God says, Jeremiah 29:11, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you. But by being a stupid gold digger or a lazy clown, God playing games, you see, you done messed up your chances, because you have the mindset of greed, and you're not thinking generationally. And God, not knowing that and understanding that God moves through people, but so does Satan. And though now you done messed up this person, done broke this person's heart, when this person was really sent to you to better your life and empower your life, to breathe life into you, to pour into you. So this is where, after heartbreak and when we're starting to date again, and in regards to using the spirit of discernment, this is where our faith has to kick in and outweigh the fear in this world, and trust that this man and this woman was really sent by God, and it's not using us for our resources and making us look stupid and wanting us to take care of their 2 and 3 and 4 kids, and then sit there. And this is not going to be the end result, is that I end up spending all my time and my money and my resources on this man, or sending all my time, my resources on this woman and her kids, and she done used me up. And this is where we got to stay prayed up. I know that God ain't about no mess. And God searches our hearts, and he cleans us up before we get to our soulmate, so that we don't mess up the ultimate plan. And no matter how many times we have our heart broke, that Jeremiah 29:11 gonna come to pass. And so just know that God got this, and trust the Lord. Being with this person automatically makes you feel like you want to do more and be a better person, because you love them and you want to give them the very best of you, to make them happy. And then with your spiritual connection with God, with God's help, a 3-strand cord is not easily broken. And they feel the exact same way about you. Therefore, there is never a deficit going forward. You both make deposits on a spiritual level constantly, so that you're never spiritually bankrupt. And you're constantly submitting your finances and the relationship before God. Paying tithes and offerings is a must. And the soulmate is not going to give you a hard time about this, because they understand why you must submit your finances to God in order to have a fruitful and productive marriage. Soulmates, when they have sex, it is an amazing union of the souls, and it's always like an event, and it feels like when the river meets the ocean. And sex is addressed in a healthy and respectful manner, and it's always wanting to give the other person the best and absolute pleasure. Sex is romantic, and it's never a dull moment when you're making love to your soulmate. And orgasms happen naturally because you're in love with the person that you're with, and so they activate your whole body. Soulmates have sex regularly and often enough in a healthy way. So this is how sex is addressed in regards to a healthy marriage. Ain't no holding back. I ain't finna give you none because I'm mad at you, and I'm finna make you suffer. No, you're not the soulmate. You're the sex partner. If you want to withhold and make me miserable and make me suffer for anything and make me pay for what I want and beg for what I need, you're not my soulmate. When it comes to reaching your fullest potential, only your soulmate will have your best interests at heart by wanting to help you succeed to the next level. And your soulmate will keep you grounded and stable. Your soulmate is solid and she's not going anywhere and he's not going anywhere now that the business has reached its best and highest level. And this is where we get into the conversation. Why do men leave the woman that helped him get on his feet? Well, she wasn't his soulmate. She was his sex partner. And what does that mean? Like, she was a control freak. She was very contentious and argumentative, and she was bragging about what she did to help you and how she helped you get to this the level that you're at, and how what she brought to the table and what you lacking. And so this breaks down a man's self-esteem to the point that he's resenting ever letting you help him get on his feet. And he only did it for both of us, for our children and for the household. But now he's regretting it. And so in the back of his mind, he says, when I come up, when this business prosper, I'm gone. So the woman normally it was exhibiting too much masculine energy, because the man just ain't finna leave no woman like that, especially when his soul is, connected to this woman. He's drawn to her. And so your soulmate understands, they understand you with little or no explanation. A soulmate would never did that. They can feel your vibe always. That it's called chemistry. Therefore, know what you're looking for during your single season. Identify the type of person that will fit into your life at this age and stage. And always use the spirit of discernment when dating people, and understand what you bring to the table before you invite someone else to dinner. And understand, are you capable of taking care of someone other than yourself? Don't invite someone to your table. Don't invite someone to your life if you can't take care of this person properly. Don't deceive someone, making them think that you can take care of them when in fact you can't. Do not bite off more than you can chew. You will choke and things will backfire. God gave us a talent, so be busy growing and expanding that which He gave you. And the Lord will bless you with the help meet. But first, you got to be of help to yourself. If not, you will be a burden to another person, not a blessing. The scripture says, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtain favor of the Lord. Meaning, God will send someone that He has highly favored that will spill over into your life, and blessings and favor will be on both of you. So you will both be blessed and highly favored. He will never send anyone to you when you are in your when you're in your season of desperation. You have to be content in your single season. This will happen when you both have done self-development and have done self-healing during your single season and work on your vision. Soulmates continue on a sapiosexual level. So when you're working on your vision, both will have something very intelligent to talk about and explain. And this shows signs that you both have done the work individually and you both know what you like and what you don't like. Therefore, you can add input and ideas for, date night, and then have intelligent conversation when you're at the restaurant and which restaurant you want to eat. And the conversation will never be like one-sided. This person will automatically stimulate you intellectually and want and stretch you to do more in a healthy manner. And they will always want you to show up and be the best version of yourself always. This man will make you his priority because he loves you, because you captivate his interests. And these are the couples that stay together for like 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. Say, Grandma, how you and Daddy stay together so long? Granddaddy stay together so long. It's because deep down inside, he loves your heart And, there's your work ethics, things unseen, like your passion to keep the house together, and, cooking and cleaning without complaining and nagging, being a woman of faith and prayer. And when this man comes home, he can be at peace and rest. This man can actually see himself living with you. He can see the value that you add to your life, to his life, and not subtract. This is what it meant when they say a soulmate is good to you and good for you. A soulmate will build up your confidence and your self-esteem. And they will keep you grounded because they want what's best for you. And your soulmate will show up for you when you're needed. They are dependable and they are available. Now, we sometimes fall in love with people that is emotionally unavailable. We need to really remember, a soulmate does not return love void. You both sacrifice time and love and energy to both making deposits into your relationship, and you trust them without hesitation. Don't sit there and thinking, oh, he gonna be out here cheating on me and she gonna be out here running around with these men. No, therefore divorce or breakup is not even considered, because of the emotional investment, and it's intentional investment in this relationship from each individual. A soulmate is never jealous of you and never competes with you. That is not love. That is ego. Because your soulmate is sent by God, and God brings out the very best in you, and it's never toxic. And soulmates are never abusive. Your soulmate will never use language to degrade you and make you second guess yourself and pull you down and make you want to, hinder you from moving forward. You and your soulmate have an internal connection, especially spiritually. That's why I said no matter if that person is physically attractive, because, looks fade. Things happen. Somebody can have a stroke and then, their health falls apart. But then, it's like, do you still love me? Because I emphasize spiritual, because God brings soulmates together. And what God brings together, let no man tear asunder. Where some couples fail is that they want the image of a power couple, not the work of a power couple. They want fully developed, because and then number two, they're not fully developed as individuals. When I say that, enjoy your single season, meaning you need to be getting your health in check. You need to be, so you don't be a burden sickly, having more, is having more complaints than compliments, and what I'm saying, having more medical bills than anything else. Go to the gym and lose that weight and get in shape. Get your GED. Further your education and career so that you can make more money. Get that college degree. Get your credit straight so you can both make moves and buy a house and get a loan, and for a car and for a business, and get some credit cards. Fix yourself up. Look beautiful for him. Keep working on yourself. This is what you need to be doing during your single season, and then discover who you are, what God put down on the inside of you. This is when you say, oh, I'm so bored, I'm so lonely. It's because you're not focused on getting yourself together, and you're not focused on God. God is not going to send you your soulmate until you discover who you are and what you can bring to the table. And then once you discover what you can bring to the table, then God said, I can bring a man to you. You ain't going to run him off. You ain't going to get on his nerve. And then, I ain't going to send no woman to you too soon, because you can't afford a high value woman. But you won't wait. It's not fair to bring a woman to you and you can't afford her. You can't keep her at the level that she's used to. You got to discover your purpose and your mission so that you can create an environment safe for the both of you, that you can grow and flourish. Not have that woman living in abject poverty. The Lord gave both men and women, 5 commands in life. The Lord says, be fruitful, multiply, replenish, subdue, and have dominion. Be fruitful. Number 1, with the gift, the talents that he put down on the inside of you. Make it make sense. Make money. Number 2, multiply. Have multiple businesses. Increase the money that's coming in. Number 3, replenish. Reinvest that money back into the businesses. Expand and grow that business. Number 4, subdue. Control that market, the industry that you're in. Become the leader of that industry. And then number 5, dominion. Become the leader in that industry. After you control the market, after you've subdued it, control the market, have dominion. This is the idea of the Proverbs 31, woman and man, because the man is also known for his business ventures. and he's well known in the community. You know, soulmates analyze this on a spiritual level and intellectual level to maintain their interest in each other, and they create a safe space, which is a home where that man can come home to at the end of the day and rest peacefully and have his dinner ready. And so he needs a safe space, emotionally, mentally, and physically, where he can rest. And so that man says, in return for creating me a restful, clean, peaceful home, I will create security for you, so you will have nothing to worry about, and I will protect you. So it's like a balance with a soulmate, and it's always never very few words spoken. It's more words spoken, but it's really connection on a spiritual level, and you can always feel